Good afternoon. I'm 9 News Weather Impact meteorologist Kathy Sabine. It's Friday. You made it through the week and it is beautiful outside. Yesterday at this point we were talking about critical fire weather, red flag warnings, record high temperatures and dangerous wind blowing to 40 miles an hour. Today is calmer, it's cooler, and even all of that wildfire smoke and haze not quite as bad, at least not yet, as we expected. So let's go out. A beautiful afternoon outside with, again, just those fair skies, lighter winds. An overnight cool front brought temperatures down out of the low 90s. I think we hit 93 yesterday, into the lower 80s today. Many areas still in the 70s this hour. If your travel takes you up into the high country this weekend, it should be great. Travel on I-70, no issues there, and temperatures in the mountains will be running pretty comfortable. We're 79 as our high so far, but of course we have several hours of heating to go, so we'll go into the low 80s before the sun sets tonight. Warmest temperatures in southeastern Colorado, 70s around Eagle, Aspen, and Vail, and 60s this hour in Steamboat. Our official observation site is located out at the airport, and DIA coming in at 79 degrees this hour. Pretty dry, humidity at 15%, and winds are east-northeast at 9. The winds yesterday were so gusty out of the southwest, anywhere from 25 to 35, even 40 miles per hour. Today, on the backside of a weak front that's crossing northern Colorado, the winds are lighter but not calm out of the northeast, so we're still seeing some gusts around Centennial and Aurora and out toward the Fort Morgan area. But again, because the wind is lighter and we just have less heat today, the fire danger not quite as high. Humidity levels still running pretty low. We'd love to see those numbers a little bit higher. We're focusing on all of the wildfire smoke coming in from California, and southwest winds generated a lot of that smoke across the Four Corners area. With wind shift in that front that came in this morning, some of that smoke actually stayed out of the metro area, but we may not be so lucky tonight. Where you see the vivid colors, the orange, the red, the yellow, that's where we're seeing the heavier concentrations of smoke. And by tomorrow morning, there's still some pockets of that bad air in southwestern Colorado, the Northwest Plateau, and then Denver up to Fort Collins and Greeley. Things start to improve over the weekend with a major pattern shift. And then as we look long range, the high pressure ridge, which is building back in for the weekend, that will bring a warm, dry weather pattern, is going to shift the middle part of next week. And that giant low north of Los Angeles, that is a trough of low pressure that will bring in some cooler air to us for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. Not seeing a lot of moisture with this change yet, but temperatures very fall-like in the 60s and 70s, certainly possible. And so as we look at radar and satellite composite, there's a center of circulation near Billings that pulled a weak cool front over northern Colorado, and that weak wind shift brought temperatures down, but no moisture and really no cloud cover to speak of today. Remnants of Francine, post-tropical now near the Memphis area. You can still see that center of circulation outside of Jackson. Some of the outer bands have heavy flooding rainfall and isolated tornadoes moving through Atlanta and Jacksonville and the Tampa area. So if your travel takes you outside of Colorado for the upcoming weekend, you will run into some travel delays in this part of the country because of the remnants of what was Category 2 Hurricane Francine. Heavy flooding from Memphis to Atlanta toward Jacksonville and just south of Raleigh. And Miami could be looking at some pretty good rain shower activity as well. Temperatures starting to climb moving into Saturday afternoon and Sunday. Average high this time of year is about 81. We'll look for upper 80s both Saturday and Sunday. There's a few clouds coming in tonight. It looks dry statewide. We have mostly sunny skies tomorrow. Late in the day, there's the brief chance of a little shower popping up on I-70 near the Lyman area. So we're kind of watching to see if that ends up being something on an outflow from storms east of Colorado tomorrow, but generally a quiet weather trend. Low tonight of 50 in Denver, 49 in Fort Collins, and mid-30s for Leadville, Gunnison. Some of those high mountain valleys certainly looking a little cooler. If your travel takes you to the northern mountains, we're getting reports that the leaves are starting to change up there. Nowhere near peak, and this whole process is just getting going, but comfortable temperatures tomorrow in areas like Steamboat at 77, 68 in Leadville, and 70 in Lake City, and Denver will be about between 82 and about 88 tomorrow. Temperatures start to warm along the Front Range and across the foothills, and that's something that will continue into Sunday and Monday. Tonight, fair skies, light winds out of the east, are low at 52. Tomorrow we have sunshine, quick warm up, mid 60s to start, but our high will actually be between probably about 85 and 88. And some areas will have a little A little less heat, but I think downtown Denver 88 tomorrow, 89 on Sunday, and then mid 80s for Monday and Tuesday. Great weather for football for the upcoming weekend. And then that change I talked about happens the second half of next week, with temperatures coming down Friday and Saturday into the 60s and 70s. So the Broncos, big Broncos game, first one of the season here in town. Sunday kickoff at 2:25, and we have partly sunny skies and high of 87, and that'll be the kickoff temperature. We're dry through fourth quarter. If you're going to the Rocky Mountain Showdown in Fort Collins on Saturday at 5:30, looks like it's going to be a great game, and kickoff temperature at 85. By fourth quarter, temperatures in the mid 70s. So your Friday just looks great for anything that you might have planned. If you're walking to dinner or having dinner on the patio, it looks like a beautiful evening and a warm weekend for travel into the mountains to check out the changing leaves, or maybe you're going to attend a high school or one of the college football games or the Broncos games. So enjoy. We'll have much more on the forecast and all the day's news starting at 3 o'clock today on the networks of 9 News. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.